There is a man you know. Maybe you see him every day. Maybe you see him every time you look in the mirror. He wants everything, and he is doing absolutely nothing. Point 1. He has the dream but not the discipline. He wants the body, but he has not worked out in 3 weeks. He wants the money, but he is still waiting for the right moment to start. He wants the respect, but he spends his evenings doing exactly what he did yesterday. And here is where it gets uncomfortable. This man is not lazy. He is one of the most passionate people you will ever meet. Ask him about his dreams, he will talk for hours. Ask him about his progress, he goes silent. Because dreaming feels like doing. And that feeling is the most dangerous trap a man can fall into. Point 2. He is addicted to the idea of starting. But then something happened. He found motivation. A video, a quote, a moment of clarity at 2 a.m. He felt it, that fire, that electric feeling of this time I will actually do it. He made the plan, wrote the goals, set the alarm. And the next morning, hit snooze. Because here is the truth nobody says. Motivation is not the problem. Every man has felt motivation. The problem is he has confused the feeling of being motivated with actually doing the work. They are not the same thing, not even close. Point 3. He is always one thing away. He tells himself, when I get more time, I will start. When things calm down, I will start. When I feel ready, I will start. When the situation is perfect, I will start. But here is what he does not understand. The situation will never be perfect. The time will never magically appear. The feeling of ready never comes before the action. It only comes after. Every single man who ever built something real started before he was ready. Started when it was inconvenient. Started when everything around him said wait. But this man keeps waiting, and waiting, and waiting. While his dream slowly becomes a distant memory he calls should have. Point 4. He watches men who do what he only talks about. And this is where it gets painful. He sees another man, same age, same starting point, maybe even less talent, building exactly what he said he wanted to build. And instead of feeling inspired, he feels something darker. Resentment, jealousy, excuses. He was going to do that. He had that idea first. He could do that if he wanted to, but he didn't. And deep down he knows exactly why. He chose comfort over commitment. Every single day he chose comfort. And now he is watching someone else live his life. Point 5. He has become an expert at feeling busy. Scrolling feels like researching. Watching others succeed feels like learning. Planning it feels like progress. Talking about goals feels like working toward them. But none of it is real. Real is when you sit down and do the uncomfortable thing. When nobody is watching. When you don't feel like it. When there is zero motivation. And you do it anyway. That gap between feeling productive and being productive is where most men lose their entire life. Point 6. The cost nobody talks about. Every day he does nothing. The dream does not just stay the same. It gets further away. Because while he stands still, the world moves forward. Other men are building. Skills are becoming rarer and more valuable. Opportunities are opening and closing. And every single morning he wakes up and chooses not to move. He is not just losing a day, he is losing ground. And one day, not today, but one day, he will look back at this exact moment, this video, this feeling right now, and he will realize this was the moment he could have changed everything, and he let it pass. Point 7. The man he could have been. There is another version of this man. Same person, same starting point, but he made one different choice. He stopped waiting to feel ready. He stopped treating the plan like the product. He stopped performing the idea of working and started actually working. That version of him is not superhuman. He is not more talented, not more gifted, not more lucky. He just decided that wanting something and doing nothing about it was the worst possible way to live. Final message. The man who wanted everything and did nothing does not fail loudly. He fades quietly. No dramatic moment. No rock bottom. No wake-up call. Just a slow disappearance of the man he could have been. You do not have to be that man. You already know what you want. You already know what you need to do. The only question left is whether you will keep watching your life or finally start living it. Start today, not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Today,